On the 29th of April 1957, in Kensington, London, Daniel Day-Lewis was born to poet laureate Cecil Day-Lewis and actress Jill Balkan. It was his admiration for her profession that lit a passion for acting inside of him, so he took up stage acting at a young age. Daniel made the switch from theatre to the big screen in the early 80s, but it wouldn't be until 1985 that he would star in his breakout role, My Beautiful Laundrette, and became a household name later that year in A Room with a View.
Afar off, the towers of Florence, and she wandered as though in a dream through the wavering golden sea of barely touched with crimson stains of poppies.
Day-Lewis had made his mark in the world of cinema and made clear through his consistent performances that he was here to stay. Day-Lewis's potential grew larger and larger with each role he mastered. This landed him the lead role in Jim Sheridan's My Left Foot as Christy Brown. It was due to this role that his incredible decade was finally recognised by the Academy Awards. After another highly successful decade, Day-Lewis was chosen by the legendary Martin Scorsese to play the supporting role in Gangs of New York as Bill the Butcher Cutting.
The priest and I, we live by the same principles. It was only faith that divided us. He gave me this, you know. It was the greatest being I ever took. My face was pulp. My guts were pierced. My ribs were all smashed up. And when he came to finish me, I could look him in the eye.
5 years later, in 2007, Day-Lewis would lead Paul Thomas Anderson's latest film, which would become his most famous role ever, as Daniel Plainview in There Will Be Blood.
So say it now, I am a sinner.
I'm a sinner.
Say it louder, I am a sinner.
I'm a sinner.
Louder, Daniel, I am a sinner.
I'm a sinner.
I am sorry, Lord.
I'm sorry, Lord.
I want the blood.
I want the blood.
You have abandoned your child. Say it.
I've abandoned my child.
I will never backslide.
I will never backslide.
I was lost, but now I am
I
found.
was lost, but now I'm found.
I have abandoned my child. Say it louder, say it louder.
I've abandoned my child! I've abandoned my child! I've abandoned my boy!
Considered to be one of the greatest acting performances of all time, this was once again recognised by the Academy. Day-Lewis had established himself as one of the greatest actors of all time, and when he starred in the biopic Lincoln, he made a case to be with the greatest. Day-Lewis's last role was in 2017's Phantom Thread. He then retired and exited the public eye. He became the most decorated actor of all time, with some of cinema's most iconic roles at the hands of his method acting, a supreme career spanning decades that will forever be embedded in film history.